Welcome back. Well, Princess Diana's former hairstylist, Richard Dalton, is releasing his new book called It's All About the Hair, My Decade with Diana. It was written with his friend, Princess Diana museum creator, Renae Plant.
Richard and Renae will join us in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back at some of Diana's most iconic moments. Enjoy. Princess Diana touched hearts and inspired change from the moment she entered the spotlight. Her transformative presence and commitment to charity ignited empathy and proved to the world the truly positive impact one person can make. She was the people's princess, but she also became a style icon for the ages, especially her hair. From her wedding day to her later years, her hairstyles became idolized and copied around the world. And the man behind many of those iconic styles is Richard Dalton. He was Diana's personal hairdresser for 10 years. We remember so many of those moments, don't we?
We sure do.
And joining us right now, Richard Dalton, Diana's longtime personal hairdresser, and Renae Plant, curator of the Princess Diana Museum. Gentlemen, oh my gosh, both of you, thank you for being with us this morning. Both of you, yes, both of you have written this book. It's all about the hair, My Decade with Diana, Her Royal Highness Princess of Wales. What inspired you both to write this book right now?
Well, I was fortunate enough to have met Princess Diana when I was 12 years old at a field trip, basically, when she came out to meet, all of us kids in Australia. And she had such an impact on my life. I created the museum, 2,700 artifacts inside, became friends with Richard Dalton, and hearing stories from him for the first time are just magical. So we decided to pair it together and then have the book interactive, where the QR codes inside link straight back out to the museum. So you get to see what she's wearing while you've done her hair.
Yep.
Go ahead, Richard. We want to hear about the hair because it's iconic. I'm sorry, that hair, everybody had the Diana. So let's talk about the hair and the subtle changes throughout the years.
Well, the changes were gradual.
Yes.
I mean, I think the major faux pas was, according to the press, they upset the Queen, which of course we didn't know at the time or never knew anyway. So it was putting her hair up. She wanted to grow her hair. So we grew her hair, and the occasion of wearing an evening dress at 1 o'clock in the afternoon with tiara was quite appropriate for an updo. Which we
Parliament.
did. Yeah, the opening of Parliament, yeah. And we did it, and of course it was like, whoa. So after that, if we changed the hair, she wanted it short. When we went to Saudi Arabia, we cut it like a quarter of an inch every other day, and then by the time like 6-8 weeks, our hair was short, and the press didn't realize what was going on.
Sneaky.
We're walking through some of those most iconic hairstyles. There's a book. It's a beautiful book. The cover itself is art.
It is. It's gorgeous.
That's Richard's favorite.
That's my favorite hairstyle.
It's
my
stunning.
Goodness. It is stunning.
That was in, well, she always used to do something quirky with whatever country, like Japan, we had the white dress with the red dots, and Thailand was the purple and the pink. And she said, what should we do with hair? I said, let's put some orchids in it. So where do I get the orchids? So I ran around the hotel stealing orchids from the flower arrangements in the foyer.
That's amazing. How did you come up with some of the inspiration? We're looking through some more of her styles here. How did you get inspired for each of those styles that she wore so beautifully?
She was an inspiration in herself. I mean, you just have to give me the go ahead. And like this one here with the updo, that was after we did the opening of Parliament. She still wanted it long, so we did that, and the press said it was 1940s. It was Vera Lynn, who was a big singer in the 1940s, I believe. I'm not that old.
And she was younger here. What I admire too, it's rare to see a princess with short hair. And she wore it so well and elegantly and beautifully. And I think she broke a stereotype for doing so.
Yeah, well, whatever she put on, whatever she was, first thing in the morning, I would see her, and, you had to pinch yourself. She was so incredibly beautiful, even without makeup. Well, she didn't really wear makeup. Her skin tones and everything about it was just amazing.
I want to talk I want to talk a little bit more too about her wedding day. You mentioned her skin tone. We're looking at a gorgeous picture of her here. Dominique and I both remember, I remember staying up overnight to watch the wedding, and just literally as a little girl thinking, wow, this is a Cinderella story come to life. Let's talk about the wedding day and the look, the many looks you created for that day.
Yeah, well, the wedding hair, fortunately, has nothing to do with me.
It was his assistant.
I did not do the hair for a wedding. I did advise on it up 24 hours, you know, right up until the moment, but it completely flopped, which she wasn't happy with, and she always used to say, "Wish I could redo the hair for the wedding," you know.
A do-over.
A do-over, yeah, but
Yes.
an expensive do-over. But no, we just, whatever the occasion was, you know, the red glove, the white, you know, the black glove, pearls down the back, you know, the quirky thing, and of course the iconic emerald, Cabajat emerald band in
Australia.
in Melbourne, because she had suntanned her neck at the back and diamonds were a bit rough. So we decided to do a headband, and we did. And it was, you know, that was
That was a sensational moment, that
yeah.
one. I mean, Richard's had such an iconic, you know, part of her whole look for a decade. And that's
Yeah.
what I find so fascinating, is just to be able to preserve these, you know, in a positive way and share Diana's story.
Well,
with the future
you've done it
generations.
beautifully. I must say, this book
Yeah.
is stunning. Between the hair, the fashion, she is the epitome of elegance. She is a lady. That's why she was Lady Di.
So
And we are
graceful.
so grateful to have this in our possession and to be able to talk to you both today about this book.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
thank
for
you.
joining
Thank you
us.
so much for having us. And we're going to offer people a free week in the museum too, if they come and visit. So we're excited to share her life and legacy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Thank
so
you.
nice. Yes, thank
Yeah.
you very, very much.
Thank you. God bless you both. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Have a beautiful week.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
And
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.